everyone. This is Nimit Sharma. I'm one of the cloud, Agentforce consultant in the cloud analogy, and I'm speaking on the topic of Agentforce, the communication within WhatsApp. Right, I'm speaking in the Salesforce Apex hours. Right. So moving forward, so this is me, Agentforce consultant and Salesforce AI evangelist, and three times Salesforce certified, and there are the other things going on for more certifications as well. And I'm also the expert and certified ChatGPT and Gemini. Been trained several models in ChatGPT and Gemini, right, for industry-specific solutions, and also a triple star, Trailhead Ranger. And I'm 35 times Salesforce community speaker, and I have more than 31,000 of LinkedIn followers, and I have on my own YouTube channel that is Nimit Tech. So you can keep scrolling me there, and you can keep watch the latest updates, right? So the agenda over here, that are we replacing Meta with the Agentforce AI within WhatsApp? Yep, probably we won't be doing that. Both are two different personas. Need of Agentforce AI within WhatsApp, understanding and setting up the Meta, creating the WhatsApp agent in the Salesforce with the best use case, and certain topics like routing configuration, messaging queues, omni-channel flow, messaging channels. Right, these are much recommended. When we set up a WhatsApp into a Salesforce, right? And testing and deployment of WhatsApp agent. As a short video that will show you across. So here it is, the topic agent for the communication within the WhatsApp, right? So thank you everyone for paying so much patience, and thanks for listening it. Right, it'll be very much interesting, and it's very important to know what the industry specific, where everyone has their phone handy with them, and the WhatsApp do communicate with their customers or with with the clients and all. So here we can I'll show you the best use case regarding here. So obviously the agenda says Meta or Agentforce within WhatsApp. So Meta and Agentforce are two different personas, right? For Meta, obviously, uh, we require to set up is to set up an WhatsApp app using a particular WhatsApp business number, right? However, it's been needed if you have Facebook. So Facebook, obviously, you have a developer account over there, and for Facebook you can create that business dot facebook.com and all. You can create that, and you can create the WhatsApp. I'll show you the process. But however, Meta, you can relate to, obviously it works on the LLM of Llama 5.0, and Agentforce is for the Salesforce technology, and which works on the Salesforce data. Obviously it works on the Salesforce data as well, and more even it works on the particular data which might be from the data cloud or any particular server. Right, if you talk about the Agentforce 3.0, so definitely MCP is there, right? So that also model context protocol. So you can your Agentforce can work across in different servers. You can work on the instructions from different servers like GCP, AWS, Azure, and many others. So Meta is just like ChatGPT, right? It just give you here and there answers, right? What can do the best, right? So Agentforce, Meta cannot replace Agentforce, and Agentforce cannot replace Meta, right? Need of Agentforce within WhatsApp, right? So first we need to understand the features of it, right? For the first thing is agentic-driven smart conversations. So yes, obviously, everyone everyone so everyone needs the agentic driven smart conversations, right? This is how when a customer writes anything to NLP, the natural language processing works and also understand the customer sentiments, the historical data, and it works accordingly to answer from a prompt, right? So yes, it is needed. Auto creation of Salesforce records, right? So whenever we ask something, so definitely any customer would ask for inquiry capturing or lead capturing and all. So yes, we put a validation to check whether the person exists or not. So from there onwards, yeah, probably you can capture, if the person doesn't exist, you can capture those leads. So this is what one of the best feature we can do then WhatsApp. Intent detection and smart routing, right? So take an example of if a person is not feeling well and he has message within WhatsApp that in a centralized WhatsApp channel that I'm not well, my stomach is paining, right? So probably he would be routed not to all the doctors. He'll be routed to specialized doctor nearby his vicinity area in the radius of in the radius kilometers, right? Suppose the person is situated in Virginia, right, and Boston, right? So nearby area, so he can choose that, and he can suggest for a particular doctor that particular illness, that can say stomach ache or stomach pain, any illness would route to the specialist doctor. So it would not be redirected to any dermatologist or something. Yes, it would be redirected to smart routing to the gastrologist doctor or general physicians, right? So that is amazing part. Personalized campaign via WhatsApp. Yes, you can share with Agentforce. You can give a command and you can share the personalized uh, WhatsApp templates, customized templates. As you have seen, you have been getting a lot of templates across, but that is a normal bot. But normally what happens is that in Agentforce, you get all those things handy, right? You can share that particular thing to your customers. A industry can send to the end customers, right? This is what it calls an engagement, right? WhatsApp analytics in Salesforce. Probably I'll show you that, right? How many messages are been delivered, sent, failed, right? How many messages are been read. I'll show you each and everything. And the last thing is agentic driven multilingual support, right? So obviously, if you it's basis on their instructions, right? If you write it, if any person writes in mix of Hindi and English, or mix of any language, right? So agent force or AI generated, you can ask the instructions to convert that and to present that into his or her languages, French or something. It's yes, it does support. Now talking about setting up the meta for your WhatsApp business, right? So there are a few steps. Just understand carefully that this is access to Meta Business Suite and the WhatsApp business account. So yes, you need to access the Meta Business Suite from the Facebook developer account. You can do that, right? And you can set up the WhatsApp business app, right? And you can also but there are a lot of process. However, it might take 5 minutes, but sometimes it might take also 2 to 3 5 days. It totally depends of Meta. There are certain processes. Go through that, so you can find the link on Google, right? It's just common. But however, I would suggest, because take an advice from the person, from the senior who has did the Meta configuration of who has created the app of WhatsApp on Meta, right? Who have did several configurations, implementations over there. So you can take an advice from there as well, right? And obviously, you would require a business number, right? So make sure only that particular number would work. If you integrate that particular number in the Meta, only that number would work in your in Meta, right? You cannot download a particular app on Android or iOS and use download an app of WhatsApp business, and no, it won't work. It might create a problem, right? So don't do that. This number will be used in a one single platform. The next thing is connect phone to a power source and keep the WhatsApp business app open. Obviously, you should keep connect to a power connect phone to a power source and keep. So you need to open the WhatsApp business app. I would say open. You can keep open in the Meta as well, right? That's not a problem. You can check the location eligibility requirements. So suppose if anyone from India uh, wants to take if want to go for the location of India, so obviously the number is required from the India, and you can only send messages to you can send from India number only. You can send it anywhere, but you can send it to from India number only. So there's a cost to it, there's a price to it. For every single regions, there's a pricing to it, right? Sync your WhatsApp business account with inbox. So yes, inbox means your Meta inbox. You need to sync your WhatsApp business. So whatever chat histories would be get synced into the inbox, right? Creating a WhatsApp agent. So here, obviously, what you need, these are the prerequisites, right? You need to take a Salesforce Developer Edition org, a new org, which they have an Agentforce implemented already, all right, by default, right? You need to sign up and you need to get that. So for that, once you are inside the org, you need to enable all the toggles of Einstein and Agentforce. Then you need to create an agent with a human name. Probably yes, it is always recommended to to name your agent as a human name, which might sound very very good to any customer, because maximum people just write a just service agent. No, 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 no. It's not that. Right? You need to mention like Sarah, right? Or any name, Abhay, or Michael, George. You can put that any name to it, referring to any custom agents that you build it for. That makes more connectivity between the agent and the customers, right? This is how it works. Uh, on the basis of a use case, start writing the descriptions. It totally depends on the use case, right? So if you're putting the agent force in the WhatsApp, so understanding the use for whom you're building this WhatsApp for which industry you're building. So that's a use case you need to build it across. On that basis, you can write the descriptions, roles, company, and in the topic, you need to define the classification, description, scope, and instructions. Make sure uh, always recommended the choose make your it's always have a good practice of make creating only one single topic. That's it, right? Don't create multiple topics. With one single topics you can do a lot of many things, right? So make sure your instructions and all the things are been aligned properly. Inside the topic you can start creating the actions, right? Like apex flow and prompt templates, or you can add predefined actions as per your use cases. So probably I would say if your predefined actions are fulfilling your use cases, that's good. Otherwise, you can create your Apex. If you're good in the development in Apex and Flow, you can do that. And even prompt if you're good at, you can do that as well, right? Assign the permission sets and the permission set license to the WhatsApp agent. Yeah, definitely. If you create a WhatsApp agent, like as a service agent, right, the automatically the user gets the ISAN agent user gets created, right? So from there, you need to assign the permission sets. I would recommend that when you assign a permission, create a new permission set, right? Create by just click a name, just write a name and just leave it all the things blank. Even the licenses, leave it blank and assign all the permissions to the agent. Read, writes, activities, task, everything, objects, everything. Assign it carefully. And yes, there you go. And yes, permission sets for that particular Einstein agent, service agent. You need to assign like, agent for service agent default, object access, I would say data cloud, right? These are the permissions you can give. And even the permission that you create, the new permission that you created, right? You assign that as well in this in the inside the user, right? And the permission set license, yes, you need to assign Einstein Copilot. You need to assign the agent for service agent default, right? Assign that. That's it, right? So after that, once it's done, so you need to enable the omni-channel settings. Enable that, because without enabling, right, you cannot create a queue or routing configuration. So you need to enable the omni-channel. Once you enable the omni-channel from the quick find search, once that is done, so you need to create a queue. First, create a queue, right? Keeping the name of, like, if you're talking about the WhatsApp, okay, WhatsApp messaging queue. And from there onwards, create the name and you can select the user. The user name would be the Einstein user, which you created, right? The agent of the, or no, you need to create the, you need to add the user of that service agent. And the routing, yeah, once that is done, you below, so if you scroll down, you will see the users, probably your users. You can choose messaging sessions, and down you, for the users, you can select the admin, say the Salesforce, sorry, system administrator, and the Einstein user. You can choose that, and you can save it. And after once it's done, you go to the routing configurations. And routing configurations, what happens? You need to create the routing configuration name, like WhatsApp routing config, and you need to choose the particular queue that you created for the WhatsApp. Like WhatsApp messaging can create the particular queue, and there are certain fulfillments, like percentage capacity of a particular model, right? So choose wisely, right? 2.0 and so on. And once that is done, save it. And now what you have to do, you have to go back to the flow. You have to create a flow, omni-channel flow, right? A new flow. And what you have to do is that you have to create an omni flow. You have to I would recommend is that, like, once you create a flow, not don't I would say don't create a flow. Probably just scroll down and search for Control F and search for Agentforce service agent queues or chat something, right? Edit that, it will be a managed one, active one. Just edit and just you know uh, create a new flow from there, save as a new flow from there. And in that, for the you need to choose in the route to work, you need to click the route to work, and from there you need to click the Einstein, you need to do the messaging sessions and all. Click the messaging session, and then you have to click the queues. Then you have to click messaging, WhatsApp messaging queue as well, obviously, that you have created. Click the agent for service agent, the name which you have created, click that, choose that. And fallback queue as well, you have to choose that, right? So, and click on save. That's it, you're good for that, right? And obviously, you have to create the messaging channel and configuration and configure the WhatsApp carefully, and add your WhatsApp business app to create that you created in Meta. So once you go in the messaging settings, right, so it would there would be a multiple of channels, right? Like web, for it's for web, for WhatsApp, for Facebook, and for other things as well, for bot as well. You need to click on WhatsApp, and step by step you need to go. Uh, the name that the app, the WhatsApp business app that you have set up on in Meta, right? And the name that you have chosen, created that, choose that particular in the messaging settings, and slowly, step by step, the number will be also located, and step by step you can configure it, right? Step by step. Obviously, I would advise, take an advice from the seniors who have already done that. Right, then we have, once that is done, what you have to do in messaging channel only, right? Once that is done, you need to edit it and come back to the messaging channel, and select the OmniFlow, right? And OmniFlow, in the OmniFlow channel, so click the OmniFlow that you have created, and then in the queue, in the fallback queue, choose the WhatsApp messaging that you have created newly. And before that, the flows, click to the flow that you recently created as a new flow. uh, that is, like, route to something. You can choose anything, the name that you, and activate the channel. That's it. Test it and deploy it, right? So they'll just show you a little synopsis of it, screenshot, few things, a demo. Right. So moving on, let me just show you one of the demo which I have created. So this is basically built it for the healthcare industries, right? If any person is asking, the appointment is already booked, right? So you need to reschedule it, the appointment. So it's asking the validations, right? Where the name, my name and my my name and my email address. If my name and my email address do exist, right? So obviously, I've taken my email address as a validation. If my email address exists, so then only it would fetch the information. Otherwise, it would create a new record over here, right? Moving on, I'm looking forward for the appointment to be rescheduled. So here I've chosen the doctor's name. Yes, obviously, previous the doctor which I recommended is Vikram, and these are the time slots available. So I'll be moving for the time slots. So here, the appointment has been booked, rescheduled, basically, right? I, yeah, I've got a confirmation email as well, or even on the WhatsApp as well. So this is the particular org which I was, earlier I was just talking about, right? So these are all the messages, right? So these are the WhatsApp dashboards, right? How many are delivered, how many are read, and how many are sent, right? So these are the message and analytics analysis, basically record counts, and how many are so these are the record counts, right? Also, I can also search, get the messages from here, from the utility, bar itself, and I can even chat from here as well, right? So these are the messages over here. Talking about, like, how we can send our messages, right? So here obviously it's an Indian number, so I would always recommend to put always put 91 in front of your number. 91 in front of your number. Right now I have these other conversation history as well. I will show you on the on my this, what do you say, on my WhatsApp account, that I have received a message and so on. So I'm just typing in. So this is a particular template. I can send the entire template to the, I can run the entire WhatsApp template, right? And I can share it across, right? So here I've done this. So you can see this message template which I have just received, right? I can read more as well. These are all the templates which you can, like, I got this from. So moving forward, this is the service agent which I've built it for the WhatsApp, right? So these are the particular topic, and these are certain things I just earlier mentioned that you need to fulfill the classic descriptions, scopes, and in a particular instructions as well, right? So these are things related to these are the particular action, right? For me, I just went it for scheduling the appointments, rescheduling the appointments. So that's why the reason I did that, right? If I just open the the action, so it is an apex action, because I apex is very well used in Agentforce, and I always recommend to use apex for in this to create an action, right? So apex is very much recommended, and I probably use me and my team, we use that. So moving forward, obviously this is the queue which I've created. So there are many queues. Obviously my agent force is running on WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger as well. I'm pretty much doing that very well, right? So this is the queue which I've created. WhatsApp, if I do edit, so what are things which I've discussed, right? Keep your name as, which you can select, right? Supported objects, always choose messaging sessions from here and drag and drop, right? And about the select members, the users, right? Keep agent for service agent. This is me, Nimish Sharma, for the service agent, and I'm in as a system admin. And this is orgam, org farm epic. You can click this, right? So this is also a particular agent, right? So I did that. So this is basically a routing configuration which I did it, right? So over here, what I did is that, so now if you can check that I kept the name as agent routing configurations. The user which I selected is Nimit Sharma, obviously system admin, right? And routing priority one, routing model most available, capacity type inherited, unit type capacity in progress work one. That's it. That's it. And just save it. So this is the particular flow called route to WhatsApp agent, right, which I have created. So I was talking about the omni-channel flow that you have to create. So this is route to route work. So if I click on this, see what I was talking about. Click, simple, create the simple name associated with that, right? How many work records to route, right? So just put single record ID is there, service channel, choose messaging, and route to service agent. If you click, there are many options, right? But you can choose this. Obviously you have to connect with the agent, and this is a service agent. Click the particular agent, and fallback queue, select queue, then messaging, the queue which I've created, right? And that's it. Click on save. Now from here, obviously messaging settings. So if I just type in messaging settings, right, you will click here. It's many things are created over here, right? So this is the top. You can see the type. Channel name is this. My number is this on the WhatsApp, right? If you ping me, so probably my agent force will be answering that thing to you. Type is WhatsApp, and the below there are Facebook messengers, right? All thing these are two active over here. I'll just take you inside. So once you are here, right, the omni-channel routing. Now you need to configure this. You need to choose omni flow over here in the routing type, In the flow definition, you need to choose route to WhatsApp agent. That's it. And over here, fallback queue, you need to choose a WhatsApp, the queue that you have created for the WhatsApp. I mean, in the queue, right? Just click on save. That's it. And here you need to active. I already active it, so you cannot deactive now. You need to active. So once it's active, perfectly fine. But before that, before just it happens, right? I just want to make you aware. Like if you create on this new channel, so if you click on start, right? So these are the certain options, native messaging channels, right? You can have it WhatsApp. This is for the community cloud, experience cloud, basically. SMS testing, right? Facebook Messenger, Apple Message, and Line as well, right? So, I mean, probably there was a new release update from the Agentforce event that they would be bringing more on for the messaging channel, right, to have more. So once you click WhatsApp, right, it would take you all in the informations here. You need to click on this and so on. You can continue that. I've already did that. So probably, so this is how your I've showcased each and everything, how your Agentforce your Salesforce org is connected with your WhatsApp, and your the agent that you have created, how the agent would be answering, would be helping the business users or the end users, answering their questions, basically, right? Solving their use cases, right? Moving ahead, so we need to understand the ROI projection. It's annualized, right? So I mean, what is the benefit of this? What is the business impact over here? It's 75% faster response time. Obviously, that you have seen from the video, right? 60% increase in lead conversions. Definitely, with it. Obviously, if any person is looking for help or any stomach ache or any disease, right? So probably knowing the fact, right? We put the validations on the email address. We ask the details. If the person exists, we proceed further, and if not, we do the lead capturings, right? Patient capturing, basically. So this has happened. 60% is increased. 40% is boosting agent productivity. How agent is very fast in responding your queries, your question, I mean your problems, right? So this is how this is the projections over here. So overall, how Agentforce is ruling over in WhatsApp and what industries totally depend on the use cases. So I have almost around like probably 54 use cases for different industries for Agentforce and WhatsApp integration, and even on Telegram as well, and on Slack and on Facebook. So you need to understand that as well. What type of use cases that you're bringing across and how you are trying to implement it totally goes on what type of agent you're building, and be it SDR agent, sales coach, or service agent, right? So obviously keep a human name and proceed and further and have a very best instructions. Now even in agent builder also you have you know in agent builder also you have when you create instructions, you have an icon over there. It tries to give you that if you click on the icon, how instructions are good, right? Whether you can improve or not. So that's the best thing. Use that. And this is all done from my end. Thank you so much for listening to me. I really appreciate your time and patience. And probably we can have, we can bring a good change in the industry and the ecosystem to communicate with people over WhatsApp. Yes, we with Agentforce. Thank you so much.